Hello, my little stars. This is Prank Stars 101 here, and welcome back to yet another video. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. This is a game that I've had planned to play for like 2 years, but have never played it. I was gonna play it originally in February of 2023, and then never did. I was gonna play it last year, never did. Finally, this year, I am finally playing it because like I said, I've been meaning to play this for a while. I've just been kind of forgetting about this one for some reason. Doki Doki Literature Club is one of those games that I've heard of a lot over the years, but I've never seen any gameplay whatsoever for this game. So I don't know what I'm about to get myself into. I don't know 100% what kind of game this is. I would have an idea. Like, it's something like around like high school crushes or something like that. But at the same time, someone ages ago told me that this game is a horror game. I don't I don't get how this could be a horror game, but maybe if you treat the girls wrong or something. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna start a new game because I haven't played it all yet. Literally just finished downloading it on my PlayStation 5. Or because there's a woman in it. Oof. There's a woman playing it. Is that a problem? I'm assuming I'm assuming like you're supposed to be playing as a male for this specific game, but I mean, I don't know. And also I've heard that, like, I've heard not to use your real name in this for some reason. I don't know. Okay, new game. Please enter your name. What should we name ourselves? I'm purposely not going to give it my actual name. Because someone told me not to. So, what do we want to use? Mine! Use yours! I know the perfect name. We'll give you the name of my favorite Fortnite character. Kimiko! It kind of goes with their names. I know their names. Okay. Kimiko. Okay. Let's go. Whoa. Okay. I feel like the text might be a little bit hard for me to see. But I'll do my best. I'll have to get like really close up to my screen, so I might have trouble paying attention to chat a little bit. I apologize. Question mark. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. I hope I'm saying that name right. Sayori. You knew the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh, you. Okay. Ha! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Okay, Kimiko, that's me. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna say I'm one of them. Let's just say. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Kimiko. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Kimiko, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. That's me, I'm sorry. I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I have a bad memory, I'm sorry. I don't remember saying that. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I just dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sounds about right. So Yori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Me! I don't know why there's an option like skip history. I can't click on any of that. Whoa. What? Okay. Oh. Aha! I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. It's pretty hard to read this text, I'll say that right now. Having white text on a bright pink background, it's very hard to read the text, especially when it's so small. But I'm doing my best. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the sight of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What's a NEET? What is that? You trust me, right? I don't know. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I don't know. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Sounds about right. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Thank God. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. So Yori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm not the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I saw you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you would come to my club. Sayori... Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Oh... Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Natsuki, I like that name. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I sold my soul for a cupcake. Ooh, where'd the music go? I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Dejectedly. I'd never heard that word in my life. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Hold on a second. Oh my, okay. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Okay, it's confirmed that I'm a boy. Okay, I'm a boy today. I'm a boy named Kimiko. Whatever, let's just go with it. I'm a boy, apparently. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. You're Monica. I have seen you around quite a bit. I've heard things about you. I don't know. Ah, Kimiko! What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Oh, that's Natsuki. Wait, who are you? I thought you were Natsuki. Okay. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Ooh. She was also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You could just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Okay. But don't say things like that. You're like really shy, I think. Okay. I need to change your voice. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. I like her. I like her. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right! It's great to see you again, Kimiko. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Kimiko. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. I want to sit next to Yuri though. Damn. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Bleh. Oh my lord. They broke me. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Woo! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, cute. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. That does so cute. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one! Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Oof. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Might not be a pastime for me, but... I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Yuri is so me in school. Super shy. So I can't really relate to high school because I wasn't in high school that much. I dropped out midway in 9th grade. It's a long story. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? So, and you could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics that around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you are both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they are also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Kimiko, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, horror books. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. I don't mind reading. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Yes! Horror, let's go. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a frog. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone so as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oof. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Yuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulder. What are you doing? I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. Your eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I changed my mind. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Oop, 1 second. I need my phone to track my recording time. Lord of Rings, wait, Lord of the Rings has books? I thought they were just movies. Huh? Isn't that right, Kimiko? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Kimiko, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's all this, when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Sounds like something I would do. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Kimiko, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my new mediocre, my god, writing skills? I have a hard time saying that word for some reason. I already feel the anxiety wailing up inside me. I write okay. I don't. So, hello. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Kimiko, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and, of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of those girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I'm sure of it. Absolutely nothing bad will happen. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. God, what am I gonna... I suck at... Don't tell me I have to actually write. Oh no. It's time to write a poem. Oh no. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. What? Bed. Games. Explode! Games explode. No. I don't know. Right. I need to figure out who I want to impress. I kind of want to go with Monica, but at the same time, I'd like to go with Yuri because I like her the most. Dang it. Okay. Go. Daydream. Awesome. Ocean. Valentine? Sure. What is this Valentine's Day 2 days ago? Vacation. Oh, yeah, music. Definitely music. Kiss. No. Rainbow. Rose. Imagination. Chocolate. I got a trophy. Lost. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sticky. Sunset. Waterfall. Pretty. Bubbles. Boop. Boop. Raindrops. I don't know what I'm doing. Aura. Sure. Embrace. Dream. Melody. Okay. I don't know how my poem's gonna turn out, man. I'm scared. Okay, we're just immediately back in school. Hi again, Kimiko. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Hahaha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange from me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Kimiko. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself shocked and stuck in between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Kimiko always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Kimiko can become good friends too. We already are. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ah, man. Looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I should probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind on things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh Jesus, why are you so close to me? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Hey, sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on! At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around you. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's much more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie? And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Oof. At least you're wearing a shirt. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Ayo? This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Oh god, I got a hello from Monica in chat. Hello, Monica. I'm being nice, I promise. Totally not doing anything. I'm just fixing her shirt, I swear. Or blazer, to be specific. Good grief. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. Why are you smiling? And what are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. I mean, it's true. I've had the same problem. Oof. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would, anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking this time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Kimiko, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I don't know what I wrote. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet, all loose leaf, torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I did the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri! Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Can I read it? She doesn't sound impressed. Oh god. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. It sucks. Your poem sucks. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It must take Yuri a while to get used to new people. I'm the same way. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that can go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't that isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I can't read that. Ghost under the light, I think that says. The something of my hair. Illuminate beneath the amber glow. I can't read this. Something, it must be the one. Must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. What? If any of you guys can read this, please put in chat what the heck this says. I can't read it. My eyes are messing with me. The top definitely says ghost under the light, though. Huh? From what I could make out briefly, it sounds pretty good. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was just really taking in all the detail, I swear. Nothing bad. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem, even though I couldn't read it. It's pretty cool. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Nah. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Kimiko. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Oh my god, I legit have to read all these? Okay, well. That's hilarious. So I've mentioned this in streams before, but in case this is my first stream of you guys watching me, I stream on my PlayStation 5 that for some stupid reason has a 60-minute recording time limit, and I've been streaming for 55 minutes already, so I only got 5 minutes left to stream, so I'm gonna have to end this stream here. I'm so sorry, but yeah, I'll pick back up where I left off, and, continue reading Sayori, Natsuki, and Monika's poems in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. If you liked it, please give this video a like, and if you'd like to see me play more, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a sparktacular day!